I remember that historic day. It was the 13th of March 2015, and His Excellency the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, was on a visit to Sri Lanka, a first bilateral visit by an Indian Prime Minister in 28 years. It was exciting times. There was a packed program, and the Prime Minister of India was accorded the distinct honor by the government and people of Sri Lanka when he was invited to address the Sri Lankan Parliament. I recall that afternoon when my good friend Dr. Harsha de Silva, a prominent economist and politician, and a member of Parliament at that time, the senior member of the UNP, met Prime Minister Modi within the precincts of Parliament and made I wouldn't say an unusual request, but a very noteworthy request, if I may put it that way, a significant request. He requested India's assistance in setting up an emergency response initiative in Sri Lanka involving a network of ambulances all over the country. The Prime Minister immediately understood the importance, the salience of this project, and turned around to me and directed me to see how we could implement this project on the ground. Since then, both Harsha and I worked very closely to see how we could realize this very important project. And I remember a few months later, 100 ambulances were flagged off by His Excellency Ranil Wickremesinghe, the then Prime Minister of Sri Lanka, from the Galle-Face Green. And these ambulances would serve the 2 provinces in Sri Lanka as part of a pilot project. Later on, this project was expanded to include all the 9 provinces of Sri Lanka. And these ambulances have been serving the people of Sri Lanka very well since then. Particularly now, in these difficult pandemic times and the times of COVID-19, these ambulances and the network behind these ambulances run by Sri Lankans has proved to be most invaluable. I would like to thank my friend Dr. Harsha de Silva for conceptualizing this project, for involving me and for involving the people and the government of India in realizing this project. I do hope these ambulances continue to serve, and the network behind these ambulances continue to serve the people of Sri Lanka for a long, long time.